everyone, I am here. I don't think I've stopped yet today, so I think this is the first time I've really properly sat down. So I'm sure I will start to yawn because, you know, that's what my body likes to do. However, before that happens, hopefully we can get in some game. I honestly had no idea what I was going to do, and I needed something to prepare something really quick. So I just went with literally the first game off the top of my backlog, which is Ikkarus and the Prince of Sin. Interestingly though, it is not in the Twitch game database, so I cannot attribute it properly, which bugs me. It's fine, just slightly annoying. Okay, what do we got? What do we got in chat? First, we are saying hello to Alkesh and to Reina, who's watching Trick Starfleet Academy. Ooh! I forgot that was coming out. I shall have to find which streaming service that I own is playing it. Though I'm watching The Traitors UK at the moment. And there'll be an episode tonight which I can catch up on later. Paramount Plus. Ooh! I think I have an active subscription to that. So yay, I will be able to watch that. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, Traitors, which is just honestly absolutely hilarious. There's an episode tonight and an episode tomorrow. I will catch up on those. Mostly to avoid spoilers before I check any news sites. But either which way, nothing to do with the game we're playing. Just as an aside, so this one came out on Xbox on the 10th of January 2024. Developed by Wits Games and ported by East Asia Soft, also published by East Asia Soft. Originally came out on Steam in July 2023. It's also available on PlayStation and Switch, in addition to the platforms I already said. Looking at $9.99, €9.99 or £8.39 on Xbox, and also I think other consoles as well. It's a visual novel, fantasy adventure and daily life management apparently. Give it an hour or two and see how we go. Apparently there are romance options. It's fantasy. It's a Yao themed, I can't pronounce that properly. Just gonna Google how you say it. Which is Yao is one of those anime words that I can never remember. It's man love. Yay. Or boy love, depending on how old people are, I guess. Okay, well that makes it a lot better with the romance side. I'll be honest. Oh, we get to slay a dragon and own a tavern and all sorts of cool stuff. Okay, right, well I'm going to stop wibbling on about it and load up the game. So yeah, but like, I mean, orcs and what have you. We are Ikkarus, a legendary warrior. So yeah. It has one of those quick completions, so I'm assuming you can blitz through it if you wanted to. I don't tend to want to do that, at least at the beginning. And 12 achievements, all of which are obtainable. I think that's all the things I usually say. So in which case, I'll switch back to my stream chat view. Let me know if there's any sound issues. Sorry, I just gotta stop my smartwatch yelling at me. Let's just have a quick... Okay, this seems reasonable. We're just gonna leave. Yeah, okay. Credits. Excellent. Just a quick credit thing in a absolutely horrible font to read. I hope that's not going to be... I hope it's not going to be horrible to read all the way through. Okay, game difficulty. Narrative, easy mode, normal mode, hard mode, hell mode. Okay. I never had a visual novel with hell mode or even any modes. Um, I've had games that have a visual novel mode and then adventure, but okay, so easy mode has a narrative focus, high cards pre-visibility, more status and less damage, more rewards. Okay. Normal mode, full gameplay experience, standard cards, pre-visibility, 100% of monster base damage, standard reward rate. Okay, hard mode, gameplay focused, 120% of monster base damage, standard. Okay, so no pre-visibility. Okay, for hell mode, high card imprevisible and monster extra. I'm gonna go with normal. Okay, it's not too bad on the front, but that is not a good capital A. Okay, so and also it's quiet. I hate it when games are just quiet on the text bit. So yeah. Hopefully the music starts at some point, otherwise there will be some awkward silences. Other than that, I hope everyone's doing okay. It is now Thursday. How it got to Thursday, I couldn't tell you. I keep losing track of time. I've really been enjoying my work project though, to the point where I find it very hard to stop work. So, yeah, I am going to try and finish early tomorrow because I have worked like at least 3 hours of overtime. Technically, I mean, it's not really overtime if you're enjoying it, but I can realistically finish an hour or so earlier on Friday just to give myself a little bit of a time to relax and put the dishwasher on and actually sort out food that doesn't involve rushing to get stuff done. Anyway, self care. We're going to do it for self care rather than anything else. But anyway, I'm enjoying the project. It's all good. Let's go on with the story. Feel free to chat or look or whatever, or tell me about what you're playing or watching or plans for the weekend. And I will try and say hello when I notice people come in. Ooh, it's a bit chilly. Okay, no, it's not too bad. I'm sure we'll warm up in a bit. Okay, anyway, a man treks on to the greenwood's hardened soil, following a trail back to his village. Okay, so is this then him? Because the other one said narrator. Okay, I have been trudging my feet for hours, but truly I don't mind. It's surprisingly peaceful on my way back from my latest conquest, and honestly, I can use the temporary quiet. All Icarus. Okay, yeah. All Icarus could make out with the sounds of his feet on the path and his laboured breathing. I've decided we're doing a silly voice. Breaking up the silence was the chirping of afternoons and rustling of leaves. How does an afternoon chirp? And the rustling of leaves blown about by a cool breeze. A bit of the golden hour shines past the shelter of trees, lighting the forest, lighting the forest a flaxen blaze. I have to say, like, 10 out of 10 word choice. I'm loving the prose. It's been a rather tiring week. My being happy about being back home is but a great understatement. He tramps along the sloped trail. What I'm imagining is he's walking along and this dude is just like following him narrating, and it's hilarious. He tramps along the sloped trail until all of a sudden he senses his ears ringing. He winces. Ah, so the other was sort of his thoughts. We've got a narrator. We've got Icarus's thoughts, or possibly commentary just outside of the narrator part. And then we've got Ikkarus. So does Ikkarus have a different voice to his thoughts? I don't know. God damn it. His eyes squint as he grimaces, and he can feel his jaw lock to somehow deal with the pain. And this is why I yearn for some quiet. Gods, I think my ears will soon include on their own anytime soon. Well, have I told you about my latest conquest yet? It's not the most challenging task, but not the easiest either. I was appointed by the authorities to kill a certain mighty dragon. Leaky, one that had been ravaging the kingdom for years. It would not stop hunting its prey, and people of the kingdom will continue to perish if it remains roaming about the land. And I admit, it was indeed taxing to slay a dragon. Them old legends have always been spitting the truth about these mythical creatures. But its wails and ear-splitting roars are the ones I find most vexing. Also, I realised that the visual novel today means that Saturday's also a visual novel, but with Jessie. And then Persona, it's at least more than the novel part of the game because there's some fighting. But honestly, I didn't give myself enough time to really like do anything else choice wise. Obviously, we did No Umbrellas Allowed, which was fun. But I just don't have the brain space or give myself enough time because I kept on saying, "Oh, I should figure out what I'm streaming tonight." I mean, I downloaded this game, so I mean, mostly I was thinking I could stream this, but then, of course, yeah. So we're just having a little bit of a, you know, similarity in genres, I guess. But I'll try and make up for it next week by picking out some more different genres. A melange, one might say. I might even see about using like the pick me a random game thing from Xbox. I mean, possibly not hack and slash, but I'm not ruling it out. We probably have a hack and slash game. Maybe that's my Saturday next week as part of my, like, you know, multi-game showcase would be a hack and slash. I'll have to see. What's my genre? If it's visual novel, I am going to laugh. Or it'll be something completely inappropriate, like, I don't know, racing. Collection! Okay, that's not really even a genre. Why is that in the list? I mean, fair. Fair, 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 fair. Okay, and then what is my chaos rating? Because my Fitbit says my daily readiness is 15. My energy is somewhere up here, so, oh, 43%. Fair. High energy doesn't necessarily mean chaotic goblin. Gremlin. Is it a goblin or a gremlin? 93%? I mean, it's slightly down from your 100 from the last stream, but it's pretty high chaos, Sneaky. What are you planning? Or not planning? Because, I mean, chaos very much indicates there's no plan. There's no plan, there's no plan, there's no... Yeah. The ADHD is on max. Or at least the... Well, the... I don't know, because the ADHD is being medicated. I don't know. Something's on max today. I don't know, maybe it's just causing chaos to yourself. Self chaos. Mm. Do you have a drink? Have you had food? Do you need to stretch? Have you moved recently? Chloe? I said did Max. Max. Right? Max, Chloe. Cool. Hey, I got the reference this time. That's a first. I was like, what the heck did I say that? Yeah, something's up on Max. Chloe, it's funny, it's a joke, but I got it. I didn't have to ask you what the heck I said. Oh, that's a first for a while. Sorry. I mean, yes, that's a hilarious joke. Um, I couldn't let myself appreciate it because I was like, did I say? But then I figured out what I said. Something about Max. Something's on Max. Yes. Something in my brain has turned up to like 11 at this point. Um, I think it's just hyper focused dopamine rewards plus medication giving dopamine means extra dopamine, which I'm not quite sure what to do with apparently, except channel it in back into the project. At least I remember to eat and set up the stream. So I'm dopamaxing. Yeah, dopamaxing. It sounds quite dangerous. Now I'm wondering if I should skip a tablet and see what happens, but I really don't want to know what happens when I'm working and I don't have a tablet. Weekend, maybe. We could try Sunday just to actually rest. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, we should get to the story. There are dragons. Also, I bought shiny books, and some of the shiny books have been dispatched, and some of the shiny books I have to wait till the end of February for. But then I will get 2 sets of shiny books at the end of February. Also, I bought my t-shirts and a hoodie that is black. I don't haven't owned a black hoodie since university, but it's not really soft, the one that I owned at university, so I don't like wearing it as much. Um, but yeah, Spark Company had like a sale with like lines they're discontinuing, so I was like, well, clearly I need to own more of these. Well, there are 4 t-shirts. Do you want me to read it out? Oh, hi, Ivor. I didn't. I saw your name at the same time I heard the noise, and I'm like, well, it's Hydra. It's pretty much guaranteed to be Havor at this point. What did I buy? I got. Hang on, I've got 50 million emails. I bought a Pride Lightning hoodie, black, Feminist Rage t-shirt. She needed a hero, so that's what she became. Hold on, let me overthink this. And Know Your Power, which has a kitty cat. And they're all sort of fairly discreet text slash logo, but also just, rocking the feminist rage look with the comfy Spark t-shirts. Plus, sale plus a discount code means I got I'm trying to figure out. I got 60, basically saved 60 quid. I spent 100, but I saved 60. That's pretty good. I don't know what percentage that is, but that was pretty cool. I mean, approximately. Also because I got free delivery. But anyway, the point is more t-shirts and a hoodie, which I'm hoping I order the right size for. But should be soft and hopefully good. And then I'll have a black hoodie with little embroidered Pride Lightnings on, which should be cute. Because, yeah, my purple one, I keep on chewing the toggles. Brains the new tits. I mean, brains are pretty damn sexy. Plus, if I'm doing whole weeks with work peoples in different countries, I'm gonna totally need appropriately feminist rage t-shirts. And I mean, I got a bunch in the Black Friday sale for my birthday, for myself, of course. The problem is that having a job with now extra disposable income means that I go, yeah, sure, I can just drop 100 quid on t-shirts and a hoodie and books. Um, I mean, I can, whether I should or not, but that's the problem when you've got lots of the dopamine and they send the emails and, well, there's a reason you buy from these companies because they do the good ethics and you feel good supporting them. And I'm really getting far with this. I don't even know what happens with the dragon yet, so. He mostly said that men of quality don't fear equality doesn't come. Oh, you should write to them and see if they'll source some, bigger t-shirts or different sizes. If enough people ask, I'm sure they do that. If you don't ask, you don't find out. And also, hi Vlad. Did I say properly hi Havor? I haven't stretched either. I'm still on the hydrate. Sunday stream was much more tame because I did skip a tablet just in case I can't get my prescription tomorrow. Because I didn't want to have any work days that were interfered by not having my medication. But I have to go and talk to a doctor who should have or pharmacist who should have my damn shared care agreement to say, can I please have my meds because they're literally life changing. and I need them to like hold down my job. So yeah. But yes, definitely if you don't ask, it's never going to happen, Nikki. You have to ask them if, they can get more sizes, because, equality is not just one shape and one size. Um so yeah. Also, yes. Hi Flo. Hi Hevo. Thank you, Hevo, for always keeping me stretched and hydrated. I really do appreciate it. Um I really should put some more channel point things in there so the people that have like millions of the damn thing can actually redeem stuff. But also, I don't know what to put in there, so if anyone's got suggestions, reasonable suggestions, nothing to do with coconut, maybe biscuit. No, I probably don't want to add a biscuit redeem. That would be dangerous. But if anyone has any vaguely sensible suggestions, that would be great. And heck, I've got holiday. I could book some holiday and actually sit down and take some time to update stream commands and sort out, dailies so that they actually go woohoo when you hit a milestone and things. Anyway, my game's going to sleep. I should probably continue reading the story a little bit. At least that should keep me busy. God, that's a sentence. Anyways, lucky everyone here is an adult and has a totally clean mind. And I admit it was indeed taxing to slay a dragon. Them old legends have always been spitting the truth about those mystical creatures, but its wails and ear-splitting roars are the ones I find most vexing. One roar from its throat and I can feel my eardrums smash into pieces, which explains the pain. It's a figurative speech. His ears are all right, don't worry. They are just injured badly. It's not like it bothers me a lot. After all, am I not invincible? Others may find arrogance in such sentiment, but I only speak of the truth. I prefer to call it confidence than arrogance. He shakes his head as he continues on. Breathing out, he reaches the trail's highest point. He checks the view down below. Ha! There it is. The village, my home. It is not out of reach anymore. Ikkarus reaches out to his home as if to hold it in his hand, his face stricken with joy and longing. God, I am loving the words in this novel. The word choice is just mwah, chef's kiss. Ooh, should we have a chef's kiss emote? Let me just add that to my idea list. Where are we streaming? Really? Oh, need to sort out emote artist. Again, on my list. Just haven't gotten around to it. Hang on. I am home at last. I press on my path back into the village, my heart pounding in anticipation. I am finally back after a long conquest. I only hope my efforts do not go to waste. Well, they won't go to waste since lives are saved, but at least somehow I hope my efforts are appreciated. He makes his way back, and from the line of his sight, he sees the village archway entrance. People still swarming about the village market stalls. Are they waiting for me? My chest tightens, and I realize a few villagers take notice of me and stare at me. I walk towards them. But I tread towards my home with strong composure, with the practiced grace of an invincible warrior who's just returned from slaying a beast. It is always crucial to show one's strength and assertiveness, so you gain the people's trust. Oh, hero! Ikkarus, you're back! Sorry, I don't know why I picked that accent, but hey. My eyes widen in surprise as the villagers scurry towards me. You slew the dragon! Did you really kill the beast? Oh my! Ikkarus, you saved us all! He quickly finds himself surrounded by a throng of teary-eyed villagers reaching out to touch him as they offer praise and thanks. Is he actually hallucinating at this point and just like unconscious somewhere? Ikkarus's chest swells with pride as reality sinks in. Ikkarus, the Baron has something for you, a reward. Can you believe that? Oh, well, I find it very surprising. They said you were to receive an establishment from the Baron. Here, look. The villager hands over Ikkarus a folded letter. He takes it from her and starts skimming through its contents. It feels strange. For some unknown reason, a gut feeling. For all I know, this can be... We're not allowed to read the letter, but we did find out about the establishment. What did the letter say, Ikkarus? Tell us. Ikkarus flashes them a smile as he tries to escape from the crowd. We will find out. For now, I shall see the establishment for myself. Is that all right? The villagers nod excitedly. Ikkarus bursts out to the path leading to said establishment reward. The strange feeling was now a churning in his gut, and Ikkarus knew the reward was not what it seemed. And there it is. I halt midway, and I feel a scowl forming on my face. Indeed, the establishment was a good-for-nothing scam of some sort. The entire thing is old and rotting and falling apart. I'm surprised it even stands at this moment. I can punch its walls and it'll come crumbling down the fields. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, dot, dot. Oh my god. Ikkarus entered it and looked around. Ikkarus finds himself in a large place with a few dark wooden rounded tables. I think the adjective order is wrong there. I'm trying to think what it would be. Dark rounded wooden tables? If it's a dark wood, then a few rounded dark wooden tables? A few rounded dark wooden tables sounds better. Some broken chairs and a rectangular bar counter. There's a whole metric ton of rules with adjective order before a noun. And it's just like, you know, size and colour and shape and whatever. There are rules. And I think probably as a native speaker who reads a lot, if I read them and they're in the wrong order, then it feels wrong. Mind you, also certain words. Oh, right, there we go. Opinion, size, age, shape, colour, origin, material, purpose. There we go. Exactly. See, Leaky knows what I'm talking about. So, if dark wood is the material, then I was correct with the rounded dark wooden tables. Dark wooden round. Yeah, because dark wooden round tables sounds wrong. Anyway, the point was, yes, that. Also, but I spent today in a meeting trying to say task list and just going, you know what? I'm going to say either to-do list or the list of tasks because I can't even say it. Task list. It feels wrong in my mouth. I'm trying to say it. The words are allied together, but they don't allied. They clash. But then the sort of native German speakers that I work with can say it no problem because they don't have whatever is causing me to have a conniption every time I try and say it. Anyway, it was kind of hilarious. But yeah, we settled on tasks, the list of tasks, or possibly to-do list. Aufgabenliste. No, they were saying it in English, but because they're native German speakers, English is their second language, so you wouldn't really know because you know, um, flawless. Just they'd have no problem with saying the two words that I just can't really say today. Anyway, I mean, Aufgabenliste. Honestly, that that is even. It might be something more like Arbeiterliste. That's more like a work list. Work list. Is it a K sound or is it more of a the task part of it? I don't know. Is it just me that finds that particular phrase, two words together, like a weird mouth feel because your tongue moves weirdly? Just me? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, after we finished analysing the sentences, dust lies on a thick, in a thick layer on them. From 4 round. Oh, did I even say the thing? There was something about broken chairs and a dusty bar counter anyway. From four round windows, the sun light illuminates the destroyed and old-looking room. Is destroyed opinion? And where does quantity come in there? I'm assuming that comes first. At least it's not like the one thing that always confused me when I was learning German was you stick all the freaking um I forget whether it's the nouns or the verbs at the end of the sentence. So you have all this sentence and then suddenly it's like, bed, chair, table, which is probably why I did not do so well in writing, in doing German translation, because I'm not very good at remembering sentence structure and translating from English to German. The other way around is better, but I was never good with the conversational part because I can't hold all the rules in my head at the time. Plus, I've not spoken it in a while, so I could do with some practice, at least, some conversational German. That would possibly be good. Polite, even. Anyway, be interesting to see how much I actually remember. Beside the point, let's continue. It rank of reeked. Is rank the right word there? I'm really overanalyzing this. Anyway, it stank. That's possibly a better one, of stale beer and sweat, as if it's been locked away for years, unkempt from its last festivity. But I mean, there's still half bottles of what is now vinegar and glasses and tankards and stuff on the table, so yeah. And the spider webs in the wall corners are highlighted by the large rocks that look like to weigh more than a horse. Jeez, it's worse than I thought. I trail my eyes on the piece of parchment another time. Upon reading the final contents, I now found it enticing to pitch the Baron instead of the establishment walls instead. Because on top of the utter disaster there's the establishment, it also accumulated a shocking debt of 500,000 gold. No, 50,000 gold. And what the heck? I read the last words for the second time. You have roughly a month to pay these dues. I took a deep breath. Somehow I get the feeling that this is yet another attempt to test me, to challenge me as a hero. The damn Jews. So these are my Jews now, it seems. It doesn't matter, Baron. Who laughs last laughs loudest, right? I thought it was longest. Loudest, longest. Eh. Do I want to see a tutorial on how to play the game? I'm going to go with probably yes, because I went for normal. Okay. Hi, my name is Professor Ikkarus, and I'm here to teach you how to play this game. As soon as we went for normal, we should probably, do this. Anyway, your goal is simple. Pay your 50k debt. This will allow you to have a good or bad ending with the partner you choose. Sorry, I circle lead. Oh, yawn. Not you, not the game, just I sat down and my body got to relax a little. In order to do that, just have in mind three letters. HWS. But I'm not their boss. And it would be Ich heiße Joe, as far as I remember. Um, um, Ich heiße Joe, auch bekannt als Engel SK, because I can't remember what the German letters are. Probably something fairly similar to that. Yes, but just because I say I'm Joe doesn't mean that ich bin is necessarily the correct phrase. It may be a literal translation. I don't know. I didn't really get. I mean, I know more sort of conversational French than I do German. In fact, as I know zero conversational German, I don't know. I know there's certain formalities that you can dispense with when you're speaking French, but I don't know if ich bin is, you know. You could probably order a bratwurst. Ich möchte eine Bratwurst, bitte. There we go. I remember ich möchte, which is I want, or possibly I would like. Eine, ein Bratwurst. I think it's masculine. And bitte would be please. Okay, I remember some things. But I would probably sound like a, 1990 whatever textbook. And my accent stinks. Um, I'd be. It would. I mean, hi, Vincent. I mean, I'm always scared of speaking in French to French people, and I'm more confident with my French. Speaking in German to German people would just be my. I think that would give me more anxiety slash embarrassment. I know I shouldn't, but when you're not confident in the language, you may just have said like, "Hi, my name is Inigo Montoya, and I you killed my father or something, or insulted their dog or whatever." I don't know. Anyway, hi Vincent, how you doing? Also 20, nice round number. We like round numbers. Okay, so what is HWS? Hunt. Oh, hunt worth. You need to collect wheat that is scattered throughout the kingdom, but there are monsters protecting it. Okay, kill them to collect what you need. Work. With wheat in your hand, you need to go to work at the tavern. And you need to use ingredients to make beer and then sell them to get money. Third, smith. Your shield will probably be harmed after a fight. Go to the smith to spend part of your money repairing or improving it. Yeah. Is that another quote for? I have still not seen The Princess Bride. I mean, it's like la plume de ma tante est sur la table, le chat est sur la les singes est sur la branche. You know, it it's like so many people used to say voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir without realizing what it actually meant because it was in songs. It's from from the one in Monty Python, so not Princess Bride. Holy Grail. Yeah. I know more Monty Python than I want to because it's not my favorite. I'm not a fan of the painful. I'm going to call it painful humor. Monty Python, Mr. Bean, painful humor. It physically makes me hurt. So yeah. But I do know an awful lot of phrases from it. But I hadn't heard that one. Your mother is a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. That's, I don't know, partially insulting, partially endearing. Okay, survive, and then that's it. Hunt Worksmith. But what about quests, calendar, and upgrade? There are other things to know, but for you, have fun exploring. We'll be back. Okay. You've watched all the Carry On movies. They have not aged well, just like much. Yeah. I just don't like that cringe, painful humor. It goes way too far over the funny into well, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it other than it causes me physical pain. And that's a literal thing. That's not me being hyperbolic. Hyperbolic? Yes. I'm not exaggerating or using hyperbole. Hyperbolic, right? I'm being 100% truth honest. I do get physical pain, which is why I don't like Rowan Atkinson even when he's in like a normal film. Oh, you got me trained, Davor. I had the hydrate. You didn't even hit the hydrate. Okay, anyway, today is a free day for me to explore the village. Maybe I can hunt a monster too. I know that the local guild offers rewards to monster hunters for successful kills. I mean, okay, we'll go hunting. Gosh, excuse me. Right, okay, so Rewards. Return home. Oh, all we can do is hunt this little guy with the goggles on his head. Hello there, let's talk about combat. Every battle in this game consists of using 3 types of card: attack, magic, or defense. And the logic behind it is simple: rock, paper, scissors. Oh, look at my skill diagram. Okay, so if shield beats the sword and the sword beats the cross magic, okay, so then scissors, paper, rock. So the cross swords being scissors, magic is paper, and shield is a rock. Okay, whoever wins a turn will damage the other. Both use the same card, there's a tie. Okay. Don't forget, check out the handy model. Okay, all you're missing at the top is the other part of this goblin's head. How do you know what the monsters will do? Looking at the percentage chance. Okay. Check them out in the bottom corner of the screen. Okay, so more likely to use rock, so we should use magic. Time to practice. Choose your ability by pressing the button corresponding to a card. Good job. Now look at the button. It's your main. Okay. Middle is the main skill, your heroic spirit. Ikkarus can choose to strengthen his skills by using his heroic spirit. It works like a gamble. The hero has an obligation to save the world every day. Anyways, if he hits, deals massive damage, but if he misses, he loses and does nothing. Don't worry, every turn he receives a new charge. Now that's a real hero. Try it. Okay. Okay, great. Finish your actions, press the start turn button, and then rinse and repeat. Okay, where is the... start battle. Magic beats defense. We guessed right. I have advantage. Boom! I used 1 HS to cause 27 damage. Excellent. Right, choose your next action. So... I mean, I'm going to go with... Cause troll damage. Okay. Honestly, I mean, it's kind of, it's definitely interesting. Sort of RPG-esque-ish mechanics in a visual novel. So I'm going with normal game. I just wish it was a little Oh no, they went with attack this time. Damn. I have disadvantage. Oh no. Yeah, block damage though. Oh, I have spell points as well, so yeah, okay. So if they go for attack, maybe I should shield? Ah. I have disadvantage. No, and I've run out of SP. What's that mean? Okay, well they went with check. Let's go back to... I don't seem to be able to do anything. Ah, there we go. Just very slow to do the turn. This is quite boring. You hope carry on I mean, fair. Oh no. Disadvantage. Okay, they're now not picking defense anymore. Okay. So I'd be better going with attack, I guess? I think I have to press A first. I have disadvantage again. God. Okay, well. There we go. I didn't do my thingy, but never mind. defeated... Oh, no, I defeated the enemy. Excellent. That's good. 69% okay. Fine. There's an achievement for doing it like 100% or something. Yeah. Which obviously, you know, fine. Turned home after a day's work. My shield needs an urgent magical repair. Today is day number 1. I have 30 days left until my deadline. I still need 50,000 to pay my debt. We have 12 wheat, though. We have no coins, so we should probably work first. Make, use 10 ingredients. Today's day number 1. Can we sell? Oh, hang on, I thought we said to make. Oh, it makes 2 drinks. Okay, now I have 2 drinks. So I can only sell if I have 3 drinks. Okay. Yeah, I don't know whether it's my controllers being annoying or, you know. Yeah, I can't do anything there. Well, the interface is not responsive, but... Okay, let's see what quests it has. I don't need to accept these, so goblins are good. I guess we'll do a bit more hunting. Okay, so more likely to attack. So I should use shield. I don't know what the HS thing is. Okay, so... okay. Oh, it might be shield points. I think it's shield points. Oh, that's cool. How, nostalgic is it? Less likely to use magic. So we're probably safe with attack. Pot nostalgia, pot next step forward. Cool. Defeated the enemy, but I got hit, so that's not going to be 100. 82 is not bad. Turned home after a day's work. Your sheep looks a bit damaged. Today is day number 2. Ah, so next day there's no sleep. Oh my god. Seeing what is selected, because I obviously keep on pressing return. There we go. We've got 7 drinks now. Can we sell 7 drinks? Yeah, now we have money. Right, excellent. Money means I can upgrade my shield. It's all my shield points, but it's all my money, but I don't care. Okay, quests. 2 out of 4 on goblins, and then there's orcs and slimes. Calendar. First candidate to work with you arrived. Get ready to meet Damien. Meet you meet Orc. And then Zistran. Pick on day 10. And then day 30, pay off the debt. Okay. We don't have upgrade as an option, so let's go hunting again. Okay, so we've got to a bit where yeah. This is more likely to be defense, so we should use magic. Like, way more likely to be defense. There's the hydrate! Okay, so I'm gonna go for magic again. We might get 100. Yeah, that's gotta be 100. We did 2 twice things. Yeah! There we go. Easy. Battle Royale. You return home after a day's work. Your shield looks brand new. It's barely been used. The letter suggests that I hire assistant for the establishment. As much as I loathe that Baron for giving me another challenge right after my latest one, my principles do not allow me to turn from potential heroism. And so today I am expecting the first candidate for the role of my assistant. Indeed, I shall need a helping hand to secure the dying establishment and pay up all its debts. This Baron suggested 3 names, all of which ring bells: Damien, Aurak, and Zistran. Each interview is already set and scheduled, and I am only awaiting Damien's arrival. Here he is. Damien. He walks into the room with very little presence, save for his towering height and fine build, for his head is bowed low and his arms fall to his side rather stiffly, each step of his foot awkward and almost seemingly unsure. Well, he's always been like that. Despite his formidable skill in archery, Damien is a timid boy who lacks social talents. His prowess in archery is at odds with his socialization skills, and sometimes it sparks unwanted chaos, for he gives some people the expression that he does not want to talk to them, nor do anything with them for that matter. Ikkarus. I shake my head from amusement and welcome him with a sudden embrace. Oh. I wrap my arms around him, and it's only a few seconds before Damien returns the gesture. Glad to see you again. I haven't seen you in months. His cheeks heaped with embarrassment, laughing awkwardly as he rubs his nape with his hand. Well, I can say the same about you. Of course. Damien and I have been best friends since God knows when. We started off as a pair of curious adventurers, finding ourselves in trouble every time, some brush of luck, always arising victorious. We've been through a lot, and I'm glad to have spent many years of adventure with him. I'm surprised it was just a hug this time. What do you mean? The last time we met, you jumped on me, and like you was a ton or two heavier, and we both rolled down the hill hitting branches and tracks. I couldn't walk for days. I press a hand on my stomach as I convulse with laughter, so much that I cannot suppress the tears forming in my eyes. Damien joins a few moments after, chuckling and shaking his head disapprovingly at the memory. It's proof that I missed you, idiot. Yeah, thanks. The same proof could have gotten me killed too, but sure. We talk about the past some more, immersed in reminiscing our rather impulsive missions, contemplating how we're still alive despite all those vicious quests. Victorious quests? But we're in the middle of reminiscing when I have the sudden urge to ask, Damien, why do you want to be an attendant? Curious question. Damien looks up at me with a shy smile. I have always been by your side, Ikkarus. Ever since we were children, you were like my other half, but I always accompanied you, cleaning up your mess during our adventures. I feel like I can do anything when I'm with you and you with me. Didn't we used to go on quests together? He stares at me fondly, and it's a challenge to what to make of that look on his features. And it is by your side that I wish to be, that's all the reason I know. Can we romance like all 3 of them? Have just a harem? That seems like a why choose type situation. He looks away, he's never been too talkative even to me, so it must have been a flying leap of courage for him to tell me how he really feels. I clap a hand on his shoulder with a proud smile. I'm happy to hear that. Now come, I'll escort you to the examination table. While you're busy testing, I'll head out to fetch some ingredients. Alright. He jerks from his seat and follows me to the testing area. I help him prepare for the test with all the products scattered around, and he seems to get comfortable easily. Are you prepared? He nods. And I give him a small salute, now walking towards the exit. I'll head out for a while, okay? I'll be back in a... Exactly, why choose when you can marry him? I don't even necessarily need to marry him, you know. For that, I got like 2 episodes into the first season, and aside from getting freaked out by the head, it was... There were so many men. Episode 2 or episode 3, I stopped watching. Could go back to it at some point. I don't know if I will. Fallout's not really my franchise, though I enjoy the lore. And I'm still trying to, like, finish Fallout Shelter if it's even possible. I'll head up for a while, okay? I'll be back in a minute. Just focus on the test. I'll see you later, Ikkarus. I'll be fine here. Some minutes later. I made sure to fetch the ingredients quickly so Damien's not all alone, but well, upon my immediate return... My dude! How did you get stuck in the wall? I stumble upon Damien stuck against the wall with hands tied by flesh-like appendages. Some of the products are scattered around him, destroyed. I can see he's trying not to squirm. I mean, that was just like literally stuck in the wall. Into the sensation of whatever it was wrapped around his body, on every part of him, and he struggles to get away. However, the appendages seem to tighten their hold around him each time he tries to escape. Ikkarus. I hurry towards him. What happened to you? Damn! His cheeks turned a beet red. Maybe I'm embarrassed again. Well, this is embarrassing after all. I just stumbled. You stumbled? Well... I stare at him incredulously, but the guilt creeps in sooner than I expected. Sorry, really not the game. Just my stupid brain. The look on his eyes tells me he really wants to get this job and that he cannot afford to let this chance go to waste. Then Damien meets my eyes. I just stumbled, I swear it, Ikkarus. I hope you still give me another chance. I want this job more than anything else. Today is day number 3. I have 28 days left and I need to pay off my debt. Okay, well, we should... Oh, we've got a... Okay, fine. Maybe we should have just waited. Let's just do a hunt. You get a massive gender envy from... I think that... Damien, I want to say? I am absolutely freaking terrible with names. No, I did wait because I didn't have any beer. My stupid ineptitude with these damn controls meant that actually I didn't do the thing that I thought I might. Okay, so it's either defense or attack. Defense would be better for me to pick. Just purely because if it's a draw, it's either a draw or a win. They're unlikely to pick magic. Okay, so if we just keep picking defense. We should be able to win and get another 100. Which might get us more. I defeated the enemy. Woot! Might get us more wheat. By getting 100, you returned home after a day's work. Your shield looks brand new. My shield's fine, but I could upgrade it a little bit. Today's day number 4. I have 27 days left. Work. Okay, right. So, use 30 ingredients. Gets me 10 drinks. Ah! 1 drink per 2 ingredients. Is that the best ratio? Well, that also works with 40. It's 3 ingredients at 30, but then we could make some money. Okay, I've got 10. We don't have the option. Oh, we've got... Okay. Right, we've got 700 now. Smith. We could. I think. Oh gosh, this is really annoying me. I'm not tired, and it's just I'm yawning. Can I claim? Collect reward. Excellent. Collected. Excellent. Goblin Hunter. Complete the Goblin Extermination quest. Okay. So now we need to kill orcs. So does that mean we have more... We do. Sell 15,000. Excellent. Return. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So if we've got... We could do 13 shield points. Seems to be good value. It's not all our money. We've got 20 left. But it means that we can possibly fight something tricky. And then we've got a couple of days before we hit orc. Okay, that is just annoying. But we haven't unlocked any of the other characters, so we've got to fight these. Oh, damn. Yeah, my phone's telling me, unwind! And also, The Traitors is a new episode. If I try and watch The Traitors before I... Okay, so attack... We want defense. Try and watch The Traitors before I go to bed. I'll then have to watch Uncloaked, and then it'll be late. I could... But I might get ready for bed first. God, I am really sorry. Apologising to both the game and everyone here. My body has just gone, oh, you sat down, we can relax. I'm like, yes, but that doesn't mean we have to yawn at everything. It makes it really hard to talk. Oh, hang on. Alright, why my old friend Mark, you should be in this place, right? Cranar's Diner. This glorious town I belong to, one I consider my town of beginnings and new chapters. This must be the only place undesirable to those who come for the peace and quiet. Cranar's Diner, almost simply referred to as Cranar's, is incredibly popular with adventurers. It imposes fairly cheap prices on big quantities of food and alcohol. But its reputation is strengthened by the fact that it has become the homestay of even the most odd and wildest people. The rowdy ambience of the adventurers and other like-minded people could even be heard directly outside where I am at. A loud laugh came and bellowed from within the diner. It was grunt and rough, yet filled with genuine joy. Why is it like that? I don't know, but hi! I think it's because I'm yawning. Oh, I'm not yawning at you, but that was a good stretch. How are you doing? Oh, there's a calling light. Oh, it's a little crow. I like that, it's cute. A loud laugh came and bellowed from within the diner. It was grunt and rough, yet filled with genuine joy. I could not forget such a unique laugh. Doors to Cranar's. Cranar's popularity makes it... It looks like ours! You're doing... I mean, fair. Home to commoners and gentilly alike. They're simply treated as equals customers. Everyone pays equally, everyone receives their fair share. I walk without disruption up to the table where the big green orc was sitting and still gleefully laughing. Sitting across the table was Cranar himself, taking a small break from his duties. One of those days. Fair. The two of us locked eyes for a brief moment. He shot me a smile before he switched his attention towards me. Behind me? Ikkarus, dear friend. What's he here? I mean, that is major accomplishments there, Pan. And I'm sure the dog was happy. What is your doggo's name? Do I know this? I'm bad with names, so I apologise if I'm asking again. I will also probably forget again, but heck, you know. I remember for a little bit. Also, feel free to share doggo pictures in the Cute Things channel in the Discord. I came to propose you something, but before that, let's chat, shall we? You happen to catch me in my good mood. Whatever you order, I'll treat you as such. So? Oh, that's adorable. That is adorable. Also, so is the... what looks like a shark eating a heart? Thanks, Agra. Come to think of it, the last time we've seen each other was during our time in that unnamed dungeon, right? I remember. The best we've ever had. I can't believe it's the most recent. We had to map and clear the whole dungeon by ourselves. Oh, the battles, the treasures. Oh, it's a cotton candy kobold. I mean, a little bit. It looks a little bit like a shark when you don't know what a kobold is, but I do actually know what a kobold is, I think. Though it has possibly many interpretations. But yeah, I get that. Oh, these cute emotes I gotta look at. Now that is a burb. The Santa hat. Oh, and that is... I don't think I've seen a kobold then. I think I've read about them. I don't think I've actually seen it. That's definitely Scram. It's a big Scram. The spike traps were filled with ancient poison that most likely have no cure today. Gas traps that would have killed us if time didn't hold it from decaying. You just coughed it out. I remembered. I held my breathing until we exited the room. Like I said, it was fine. Our bodies are different from humans. You should know that at least. Just messing with you, old friend. We had to report to the guild's mapping authorities after clearing it. The looks on their faces after telling them we discovered an unknown dungeon and cleared it at that. Ha! It was no easy feat, I dare say. But all of it, our endeavours, our battles or spoils, it's all in the past. What are you saying? I'm thinking of retiring from the Grand Chief. Wait, say again? You've heard correctly, Ikkarus, my friend. I could never imagine those words coming out of your mouth. It's a decision that I've been pondering for some time now. The stress and responsibility of the position have been weighing heavily on me. I can kind of understand how you feel, Auric, I think, possibly. Font's hard to read. It's not an easy position to hold, I imagine. That's why I've decided to take a break from it all, and now it's the perfect time to follow my one true real dream. Which is... I mean, more pics of doggos is fine. Is allowed. Even if duplicates is allowed because cute things. Them's the rules. Which is? What is your dream? To be a bartender! The best bartender the world has ever seen. I mean, how coincidental I have a tavern. In fact, I've applied to be a bartender at your bar, Ikkarus. Oh, brilliant. Wait. What? You want to be a bartender? Come to think of it, today I had an interview scheduled with a bartender candidate. I totally forgot about it, and apparently so did my girlfriend. By hook or by crook, fate has brought me in this far at least. Yes, I've always had a passion for mixing drinks and serving customers, and I think I'll be able to excel in that role as well. I have no doubt about that, Orc. No worries, lurk away. All good. I don't know how much longer we'll go, but quick break. Probably should take a quick break. Okay, so I'm gonna save. Right there. We're just gonna do a quick break, have a good look. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm back. Right. Okay. I have no doubt about that. Oric, why take such a drastic step? I'm tired of being feared. People always fear a war chief, but I can be a nice guy. The coolest guy in the world. And you know how to be a bartender? Of course, I'll prove it to you. Then, rising from the table suddenly, Orc starts to remove his shirt in a quick and dramatic gesture and unbutton his trousers. How is this I mean, where do I go to see bartenders like this? Wait, what? Here goes nothing. Oric reveals a muscular and toned physique. The other customers in the tavern cheered and whistled, impressed by the Orc's bold move. He starts flexing his muscles, making roars and waving his arms as if he's cheering up an audience. This, look at me, I am an exemplary bartender. What do you think, Ikkarus? I hold my tongue from commenting. This has nothing to do with bartending. And kind of proves his aptitude for anything other than being strong and handsome. meets all my qualifications for a bartender. Well, I can certainly see that you're serious about this, Orc. You bet I am, Ikkarus, and I'm looking forward to working with you at the bar. Ha! Ha 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 ha! Orc's laugh echoes through the bar, lifting the crowd. I have a long night ahead of me. Okay. Alright, so we have 15 wheat, 20 coal. Yeah, well, let's just go hunt. We can finally hunt something different. So this gives more wheat, but does more damage and has more health. Okay. Alright. Okay, so most likely for defense, should choose magic. That's probably safer because attack is the lowest. I don't know what the point of the enhanced thing is, other than if you forget to get it, then I have disadvantage. Right, literally the lowest percentage. Okay, I mean, let's try magic again. There we go. Advantage. So yeah, anyway, hopefully everyone's doing okay. Right. Maybe there's a pattern? Okay, use a defense and attack. So if attacks next, I want to defend. Oh, okay. But I still caused... Oh, okay. I still caused damage. Okay. My shield needs an urgent magical repair. Okay. We don't have enough gold to do anything. Is it really worth... I guess we get beer, but... Okay, I guess let's try and, you know, do an orc. So if I pick defense, is that better? Oh no, hang on, what is this? Magic. Magic or defense? So magic is better to pick, because then at least if it, you know, watch them pick attack. Yeah, so we seem to do damage, but we get damage. Let's defeat. 81's not bad. It is going to take a long time. We'll get the third candidate, and you know, I don't know whether we'll get to the end. It's unlikely, but okay. For now, we've just do a hunt. We'll pick the best out of the two. Oh god, that's terrible. So, magic or attack? Attack is better to pick. That's basically what I'm going with, that, you know, it's better to draw. My shield keeps going down to 11. That seems to be its default. My next interview is already off to a bad start. We were supposed to meet an hour ago, yet I'm sitting here alone watching the minutes go by. I aggressively jot a little note in my journal under the name Zistran. Note, applicant is not afraid to waste my time. Note, applicant is rude. Note, applicant is not getting the job. Your new master has arrived. I look up from my notes. Master? Who are you? I believe I'm the new chef of this establishment. I made an appointment. My name's Zistran. Not even an apology for being late. Who's this guy think he is? Funny, because I do have an appointment with someone named Zistran, but they were supposed to arrive an hour ago. It couldn't possibly be you. Well, darling, that is the first lesson you will need to learn about me. True artists don't work on anyone's time. We simply run when inspiration calls, Everett. Well, if you want this job, then you will have to work on my time, whether inspiration calls for it or not. Okay, fine, you're no fun. I'm not trying to have fun, I'm trying to run a business. Zistran sticks his tongue out at me mockingly. Okay, let's get started, shall we? Let me give you a proper introduction. My name's Ikkarus. I'm well known for my many successful adventures, especially my most recent one where I slew a dragon and saved this very village. Now I own this establishment, and I'm expected to make it successful enough to pay our 50k golden debt by the end of the year. I'm not finished. I enunciate my next words very clearly for Zistran. This is why it is so important that I find someone responsible, timely, and committed to making this place a success with me. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself, Zistran. I am Zistran, more commonly known as the Prince of Sin. Oh, Ikkarus and the Prince of Sin. Game title. Wait a second, Prince of Sin? Prince of Sin? He looks gobsmacked. I've gone on countless excursions slaying demonic cults to prevent the rise of the Prince of Sin in the mortal realm. Yet here he is sitting in front of me interviewing for a cooking job. What is happening? Let's see a little bit about me. Well, I love long walks on the beach. I'm also quite an animal lover, especially cats. One of the deadliest creatures alive is sitting right in front of me. There are legends that the Prince of Sin, at the snap of a finger, can set entire villages on fire. It's rumoured that promises of mass destruction and tragedy upon entire civilizations are aspirations he lives by, if he were ever to return to the mortal world. Sometimes, when I'm not cooking, I like to read a book. Poetry is my favourite genre, although a steamy romance every now and then can really liven my mood. What should I do? Should I get my sword? Could I fight him? I think he could easily outmatch me. Is everything all right? I need to say something, but what? Do I have my horns on, Crockett, or something? Is that a joke? The Prince of Sin makes jokes? Okay, what's going on? I'm sorry, but you said you were referred to as the Prince of Sin? Yes, what about it? Don't you have dreams of creating mass destruction, of setting the world on fire? Isn't your life's passion to curse mortals with a life filled with despair? What? Legends talk about how evil and ruthless you are, is it not true? I don't think it's that kind of sin, maybe. Zistran laughs. Well, it's a bit complicated, but the short answer is no. The legends are untrue, mostly. I bet it's Puritans. You know, sex is sin, therefore sin is, sex is bad. Yeah, explain? Do I have to? I find it to be a pretty boring story. Explain. I demanded this time. The situation is just too odd. I need answers now. Yeah, fine. Don't get your panties in a bunch. I'll have you know that I'm not finished. Turnabout, fair play. It's like Jesse's knees. You pulled the same move I did earlier. I slumped back in my seat in quiet defeat. That's better. It is true that I am able to do all those scary things you mentioned, however I don't want to. You see, my father had ambitions to make me the next king of the underworld. Ice Streech! He invested all of his powers and energies into giving me abilities to create total world destruction. Thanks, Savora. Appreciate you. But can you guess the one thing that he left out in creating me? A good credit score? What? I don't even know what that is. Father forgot to give me malicious intent. Even a creature as powerful as me is incapable of bringing destruction if I have no passion for it. Cooking, on the other hand, is my absolute passion. I used to travel back and forth between the underworld to the mortal realm to learn and practice the culinary arts. But working here at your pub seems like the perfect opportunity to really hone in on my craft. So there you have it, the real Prince of Sin you're so scared about is just an aspiring artist. This is not what I expected today at all. Now I actually feel kind of bad for assuming he was evil. Well, in that case, would you mind letting me sample your cooking? Absolutely. Can I use your kitchen? It's all yours. Is it even functional? ... It's been about 20 minutes since the strum went off into the kitchen. Should I check in? I stand up, stretch my legs and walk towards the back. I mean, I'm really very much... Why choose? Oh my. Indeed. Oh my, indeed. I see an unexpected scene upon entering the kitchen. Zistrin is standing near the stove, completely topless. As you do. I mean, the first guy got stuck in a wall, and then the second two have just, you know, taken their clothes off. Isn't that dangerous? Is what dangerous? Being topless by a burning stove. It's burning with blue flame, I'm sure it's, you know, not actually whatever. No, I'm a devil, remember, I can't be burnt. Oh, right. I hadn't thought about that. You're actually right, in time the food is ready. Can I serve you a bowl? Yes, please. My stomach growls a little bit. I'm actually looking forward to this. Here you go. After Sistren kindly ladles the contents of the pot into a bowl, I take it from her. I take in a spoonful. At first I let the dish coat my mouth, but taste absolutely nothing, which seems strange. How's it taste? I swallow. ... Oh my god. Sweat starts dripping furiously from my head. My mouth feels like an oven. This is way too spicy, way beyond what any mortal can handle. I'm gonna hell. And then I do just that. The small amount of food I took in is now exiting my system just as quickly as it went in. Ew. Don't show me that. I guess I'll have to tweak that recipe a little bit. Sister looks at me casually as if he's seen this reaction to his food plenty of times already. Anyway, I better get home before it gets too late. Let me know when I've got the job, alright? Zistrin leaves. I continue to pant as the spiciness lingers on. What a strange man Zistrin is. Today's the day number 8. I have 23 days left and still need a butt ton of money. So where are we on the quest? Oh, we can collect a reward. Excellent. So now we need to... Slimes slashers. Okay. And then we've got a day before we choose. I suppose we could do that and then, you know. So I've got money. I've got 70 wheat. Use all ingredients. Why is use all ingredients not an option? Well, I suppose 20 is good. And then sell 30. Do we get an upgrade? But the trouble is that we get an upgrade and it upgrades it and then it goes back bloody down again. So, I don't know. I might just leave it and see. We haven't unlocked them yet, but we had a fairly decent strategy with the orc. Okay, what we got? More likely to be attack. Possibly magic. That's unfortunate because they're the other way around. So let's chance it with a defense. Hi, BX. Oh, excellent. Let's try and attack. At the very least, it draws. Oh, no. That was not a good plan. So we're going to go with a not good plan. Okay, at least it draws. Okay. That was a good shot. Good shout. Hi, Billiers. Oh, and Mr. Coolness. Sorry, the chat scrolled. So yes. Hi, BX, Mr. Coolness, and Billiers. Nice chaos rating. Excuse me. I don't lose any lives, though. $40 ingredients. No. I hope I can get slimes now. No. And Jesse! Hey, Jesse! Oh, random game is MOBA. Game genre is MOBA. I mean, I hope you can see me because otherwise I just waved like a complete dunderhead. Bowling! Oh dear. Anyway, if someone's there, say hi, Jesse, for me. But hopefully you got the point of the wave. I'm waving hi. You know, I get it. Okay, right. Probability, attack or magic. Okay, probably attack first. So let's go defense. Ah, oh, damn it. And our shield's buggered, so that's bad. Turkey. Okay, well that was good. Okay, so let's go with attack. Oh, it didn't boost, but that's fine. We killed them with that. The time has come. Today I will make an important decision who will house my on who I'll house my assistant. Whoever I pick will be someone I have to tolerate for long periods of time, so I need to choose wisely. Difficult to decide because all three choices are so unqualified. And I guess I'm not exactly all that qualified either, unless swinging a sword somehow attributes value to work in taverns. Here goes nothing. I hid inside only to be confronted with absolute chaos. What did you just say? I'm a waiter here, sir. But I want to be a waiter here. We usually have more than one waiter here. I bet none of you is as good as me. Fight me, I want to battle to the death. Then we'll see who comes out on top. Orc is his usual self. Where are the others? I spot Damien practicing how to balance glass cups on a tray. Wait, he's setting straight for some spilled water. Damien, what? Oh. Out. Well, I guess we can add those broken glasses to the debt pile. What's that noxious smell? Oh god, is something on fire or am I going mad? Let it be madness. I think Zistran's cooking something in the back. What? Zistran, get thine ass out here now. What is so important that you're making me stop my artistic pursuit? I slap a hand over my face. Things are becoming quite heated in here, literally. Best not to hold off on this decision any longer. I mean, Zistran, I feel like, is going to poison everyone. Damien's going to break everything. We sort of, if we want to pick the vaguely most qualified person, it's got to be Orc, and also, you know. But I don't know. I think we'll just go with green guy. It's been hours since I got stuck at the bar with this idiot Orc. I mean, idiot is an endearment. And well, it's also been hours since we began drinking. Well, it's not particularly great at, you know, money. I am measured with my drink so as to keep my wits about me. I wish I could say the same for my companion. Mark my words! I sigh in exasperation, taking another small sample from my bottle. I wait for him to continue with his odd little speech again. Mark my words, I will become the most luxurious bartender in the whole world. Perhaps establish yourself with the town first so you don't become overwhelmed. The town, yes, a luxurious waiter in town, well loved and well respected for all. By all, if I drank every instance he'd repeated this statement, I would be collapsed on the ground. I cannot handle the pressure of being a war chief anymore, you know, Ikkarus. Being war chief isn't really my passion. Yep, I know. You're under significant pressure. You're absolutely right. I frown. It is not like I am uninterested in his dream. In fact, I am most willing to help him attain that. But he simply will not be silent about it every time he meets, and he babbles about it even more when drunk. Right now, I would appreciate some peace and quiet, but that seems impossible with this loud Orc. Look, Orc, why not rest for a while? I won't achieve my dream if I spend my days resting, Ikkarus. It is late in the evening and you're drunk. I'm not drunk. He downs another bottle of vodka upon saying that. I can't help rolling my eyes. Seeing him grab another bottle, I realise I have no choice. I decide to follow along and see where our vestiges of sobriety will take us. Hopefully not to horrendous lengths and heights. Wait, is it my 8th beer yet? As I prepare to count, a thick heavy laugh sounds across the bar. Orc is cackling with satisfaction, seemingly too happy with himself. He downs a new bottle. I wonder when he'll stop. Ikkarus, I'm going to make my dream come true. I'm going to be a luxurious waiter. Yes, I know. Then again, I am left with no choice. Going along with Orcson's repeated speeches on war and being a waiter is wearing on my nerves. I tire of it. On a whim, I lose track of my beer and I feel my head pounding in excruciating intervals. I turn to look at our bottles, a mixture of empty and to be empties, and it seems I ended up drinking more than I can swallow. My head is suddenly light, and the bar's candles are spinning beams of yellow light in my eye. I lean into my chair. It is only then that I realise I'm sitting on a bar stool and there's no backrest. I tumble to the floor, hit my head, and finally escape Orc's blathering. I wake up to a punching hangover. My back is throbbing alongside my head, and my entire body feels numb yet drained, as if I woke from an arduous mountain trek. Despite the unpleasant sensations, I turn myself around, propping my forearms on the wooden floor. I squint as my eyes readjust to the radiant natural light slipping through the windows. And then, with some force, I sit myself upright. I breathe in and out. I turn my head to where the sound came from. Oh, you big idiot Orc. Oh dear. Orc's on the floor, lying on his back and looking perfectly comfortable. Picturesque. He's still fast asleep and I suppress a chuckle when I'm seen him drooling a bit. He must have passed out last night too, right after I envy his easy rest though. He hums with each rise and fall of his chest. His mouth agape with drool and his wrathful slumbering expression give him the appearance of a babe. A large babe, albeit. I nudge him a little bit to see if he'll wake up. Look, wake up. I give him another nudge, then I tap his arm twice, thrice. You are a heavy sleeper. How do you sleep this well when a war chief? I will fulfill my dreams and become a luxurious bartender. Chuckle escapes from my lips. Really, even in your sleep, Orc? You are utterly committed to that dream, huh? You truly detest being a war chief? He does not answer. Instead, he seems to have fallen deeper into his dreams. You do not plan to wake up and aid me, do you? My knuckles on his forehead. Orc does a low tsk with his tongue, but does not wake up. Fine, you may sleep now. I will not bother you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. What the fuck? Orc sniffs loudly before turning himself to face away from me. I sit on the floor utterly dumbfounded. Was he awake this whole time? Are you goddamn awake? Hey! I nudge him again, this time harder, but he refuses to budge. It's as if Orc turned a page and suddenly he's truly asleep. What is wrong with you? I fight the urge to land a blow as punishment for his deceit. He does deserve the break after working so diligently. And well, it may be he's already a bartender in his dream. Day 10. 21 days left and about 10 to do. So, now we have some events. I was going to say there's nothing until the end, but no, now we have Orc Festival, Orc Beach, and Orc Cooking. Oh, that sounds disturbing. We could do with bumping our shield. It is broke. It feels fairly useless, but hey, it doesn't really matter. So, quests. Ideally, we would like slime. Hey! So, what does slime do? Okay, so we've got more likely of attack, so defense would be a good plan. See, it hits the shield points, then it hits your health. Okay, so... sort of feels like it's working. It's gonna stop working at some point, surely. Ah. It said magic damage, which didn't hit my shield. Okay. And honestly, let's... What's the little icons next to the shield points? No idea. If there's 2 attacks then magic, we could do attack. Attacks and magic. I guess it's, you know. Bad? Yeah, I'm just gonna probably leave my shield for now. So if we do work. 20, and then sell 30 and 30. Okay, now we're making some progress. Okay, I think I can only save in the chat, and now I've... Okay, we'll do one more fight, and I think we're going to call it, because we're not going to get to the end. defense. Of course. Okay, so we've had magic defend. Magic defend attack. Okay. Alright, do we assume it's going to be magic next and pick attack? Magic defend attack. Yes. Oh, no, it went differently. Not a pattern. Shield wouldn't help with the issue I'm having right now. I might die. Oh, okay. I've been defeated. Oh no! I got nothing. I don't remember how I did that, but I felt better. Okay. So, no, that's because save is RT. Okay. Right, we have no wheat. But yeah, I'm gonna call it here for this game. Ikkarus and the Prince of Sin, we got 3 achievements. There's one for slime, demon hunting quests, magician, life ring, alchemist bet, monster slayer, proud's blacksmith, wizard's apprentice, royal defender. So they're all quests. So I guess we just work through what have you. So yeah. Thanks for being here. We have a few people watching. Let me see who's on that we could raid. I think Horror's live. Let me just see that they're not going to finish soon. Let's wait for Twitch. Please be patient with me. They've been live 4 hours. Why did I not know? Anyway, we'll drop into horror and say hi at the very least, even if they're gonna end. So yeah, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Enjoy. I'll be back on Saturday. Maybe finishing off Synesthesia with Jesse, but it's a co-stream day anyway. Thanks for watching. I've been Joe, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I'll catch you later. Bye.